Well, hello there. I am back, and it's round two, baby. Glitter is sassy today, and there is nothing better than a sassy Glitter, all right? She is putting it to the haters, and you know what? She's going to show some receipts today, and you know what? That's great. I love receipts. Let's take a look first, though, at her rant that kicked this whole thing off, okay? And I have a strong feeling that she's not talking about me in this video, because who am I? No one. And let's keep it that way. I'm just here. I'm just a whisper in the wind. Just hanging out over here. Nothing to see here, folks. Just lonely Uncrustable. Mind your own business. Anyway, let's get into it. Tell me, Anna.
I think what bothers me, I legit don't know if I'm going to leave this up, but I just need to say it. I just need to get it out of my
Yeah. Say it with your hands, girl. Say it with your hands.
system. About a year and a half ago, maybe even longer at this point, I was training for a 5K, and I can't remember if I was running or walking. In fact, I can't remember much about the situation other than
You were not running because the coach at Run Lab, told you were not running. You've never been running. Like, there has to be a foot off the ground, right? We got to get something. We got to get some air, baby. There's got to be some movement. Remember when he told you didn't run? Remember that? We remember. Oh, God, I'll shut up.
a woman said something to me along the lines of, good job for getting out there, and it made me feel to the point where I actually cried. That is the way it was said to me. It was not positive. It was very down talky. And I talked about this on stories. And then the dum-dums of the internet picked this up and said, oh, she's an ungrateful fat person. Because
Dum-dums, shout out Dum-dums. That's going to be our new name. We're the Dum-dums. Shout out. And you are an ungrateful fat person for many reasons, but I'll get into that later. Very entitled. Remember the Target video where you're just throwing shit around and not putting it back? Remember that? I'm just going to remind you, because Shakara said this in her video, and it is totally true. It's not just because you're fat, right? That's not it. That is not the reason why people have latched onto you. It's because you're entitled, and you're ungrateful, and you're a know-it-all. Can I be a know-it-all? Yes, I absolutely can be a know-it-all. But I also know when I'm wrong. And there's been many times in my life where I've been wrong. But you know what I'm able to do? Admit it and move the fuck on. You can never admit when you're wrong. You will go out of your way to prove people wrong in this video. But when you are wrong, the most you'll do is, you guys, I was not honest about the fact that I was in terrible pain this entire time, but I was telling you that I was happy and I was feeling great. But it's okay. Click this link for my Windex. Right? Exactly. Continue.
of course, we should be grateful for any time somebody compliments us for doing big shit that everybody does and people.
So, Glitterandlazers, I'm going to read into this a little bit more because I know you love when people read into what you say and fill in the blanks. Because I've already watched this. Well, this is the second showing, right? Basic shit that everybody does and everybody... So walking is basic shit that everyone does? No, pretty sure it's not. A lot of people can't walk. A lot of people cannot walk. A lot of people do not have the ability to walk because of things they did not choose. You entitled person. There are people in this world who did not choose to not be able to walk, who had things happen in their life or were born with things in their life where they are unable to walk. I will now get off my soapbox because I know that we all know this. Why don't you know this? Why don't you know this? Why do you not know that walking is not just a God-given right or whoever given right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there are times where people cannot walk. Okay? And they have to deal with it without being an ungrateful fuck. Yeah. Basic people shit. She's just doing basic people shit. The truth is, Anna, I can't say most, many people at your size are unable to get out there and lightly jog. If we'll give you that, we'll pretend like it appears you were lightly jogging. To the average eye, it would appear that you were lightly jogging, brisk walking. And that woman's right. With knees like yours, you should be thankful that you are still able to walk briskly. But no, it's just basic people shit. Basic people shit. Glitter, time is not on your side. Remember that. I'm just going to tell you, time is not on your side when you're morbidly obese. But who am I?
Take walks regardless of their size. But anyway, now they're coming back to me now because I was like, yay, they cheered me on for making it to the top of the mountain, not realizing that hiking at high altitudes is not something that everybody does. And it's something to be celebrated regardless of your body size. And I just hate that I have to deal with this. This is the dumbest thing in the world.
I only related the great job getting out there to that video because that's something that really pushed a button, right? It really pushed a button. But I don't think that that was the first jump that I made, right? You put this rant out, right? You put this rant out 19 hours ago when I saw it. I did not see it on Instagram until it had already been out 19 hours. And I had already filmed my video about you hiking in the elevations of New Mexico. I had already filmed it, but I did not see this rant. Okay? But also, that just goes to show you filmed this rant before most of the reaction channels had even seen your video. So she obviously is not talking about people on YouTube, right? Because we hadn't even she ranted about this 19 hours ago. I didn't even have time to make a joke yet. I did make one though. At first I thought she might have been responding to, remember way back when she put out last week, when she put out the video about the Ultimate National Parks road trip, and she herself said it's about getting out there. And we all cracked the joke about, don't tell her great job getting out there. I'll insert that clip here.
Because getting out there and being in nature isn't about how far you walk. It's about getting out there.
Don't you dare tell me great job getting out there. Do not tell me that. I might go cry on Instagram. Thank you. Okay. So when she did this rant, who is she talking about? Is she talking about Reddit? Is she talking about the farms? I don't know. I don't really go there often. The most I see out of there is when people post it, like when Shakara or Tiny Blue posted on their channels. So I don't really know. But I have a feeling we'll get our answer later. Spoiler alert, I know the answer now. But I didn't know the answer when I first watched this. But then I had to wait to film this video. So it's been a long day of waiting and thinking and wondering. And then I found the answer. So we'll get there.
I think what bothers me most about this is these people ruin the internet for everybody else. In fact, if you are digging and filling in all of the blanks that you find with whatever the hell you think, you can find something problematic with the most unproblematic person in the world. And that's not on them.
No. There are plenty of fat fashion haulers out there on YouTube who nobody says a word about. It's your attitude. It's your entitlement. It's you. It's your attitude. It's your personality. It's your fakery. It's your lying. When you sat there, like I said earlier, and stated for years that you were big, fat, fabulous, and everything was fine, I'm not a stereotypical fat girl. And then we fast forward to find out you were, in fact, a stereotypical fat girl who was miserable in her fat body. Again, you and your body are one. You were miserable, and you lied to your audience for years and years and years and years and made lots of money off lying to them for years and years and years and years. And here we are. Now you want to be honest. Now you want to be transparent. Now you want your audience to trust you. And I'm sorry, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. You can't just flip a switch and say, trust me. That's not how it works. It's not how it works at all.
That's on you having way too much freaking free time to do some deep dive into a stranger's life and then just make up any of the information that's missing. And I'm not really even just talking about myself or my situation. They ruin all sorts of things. These people suck. And they make the internet so unfun. Why can't we just let people like what they like? And if you don't like it, go find something you do. I
Okay, finish the sentence.
don't understand how people feel the need to invest so much time in something that doesn't bring them any joy. And
It does bring me joy, though. When people lie on the internet and claim false fuckery, it does bring me enjoyment to call that shit out. It does bring me happiness to prove when someone is not being honest. And that brings us to your lipedema journey. Okay? You went to a doctor who told you what you wanted to hear to get the quick fix, to get the instant gratification, to make it. Honestly, I know that surgery can help with lipedema. I know that there's certain times, places, I've seen so many people say that it has helped them in their lipedema journey. But as I said in about 6,000 videos now, not 6,000, maybe like 5, you were not ready for it. You still had a lot of weight you could have lost. And you wanted to be the lipedema guide, the lipedema princess. I mean, take a look at all these videos of you talking about your lipedema. We'll just do a quick scroll of Instagram.
People like to say a lot of mean things about my body.
First things first, I just want to thank you guys. I was not expecting the response I had for the video I posted. Honestly, it was just a moment of bravery that I posted it, and just feeling so supported was really amazing. But I also realized from that post that a lot of people do not know about or even understand my condition. And I wanted to take just like a little bit of time to do a tiny bit of education. So what is...
Oh my.
Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have lipedema. Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema. My name is Anna, and if you're new here, I have lipedema, and I'm having surgery on it. My name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have lipedema. My name's Anna, I have a condition called lipedema, and in 3 days, Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema. Just me. Hi, my name's Anna, and I have lipedema. Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema.
Oh, I wasn't.
Hi, my name's Anna, I have a condition called lipedema, and Hi, my name's Anna, and I just had lipedema surgery. My name is Anna. I just had lipedema removal surgery. And hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have lipedema, and I am. Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I just had lipedema removal surgery. And
How are you?
Today, I'm taking my first shower by myself since surgery. When you're Hi, my name's Anna. I have a condition called lipedema. Hi, my name's Anna. If you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema. Today was just a really. I'm getting fitted for a machine that does a lymphatic drainage. Earlier this week, I had my incisions checked, and they healed all the way up. And do you know what that means? It's 6 a.m. and today I'm flying to LA to do my next surgery. There's a Trader Joe's, like, walking distance from my hotel. Hello. It's been a little while since an update, so I thought an update was due. First and foremost, I am healing. I'm healing well. I am 3.5 weeks, about-ish, my second surgery, which... Let's do my first feedback together. We are here in Tucson, Arizona to visit the literal legend that is Karen Herbst. I have a condition called lipedema, and I am prepping for my next surgery. Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema, and the day before surgery is usually intense. I have my pre-op appointment with Dr. M. How are you?
I can tell you, we do this over and over and over again. So you got it.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Moshreffi. Moshreffi matched it. And I can put it in a bun. I leave for my last surgery in less than an hour, and it should come as no surprise. I'm not panicked. Suitcase. Why is this so hard? Before my lipedema surgeries, I actually took video of me doing several like mobility exercises to kind of see my improvement in a way other than weight. Since it is Global Lipedema Month, yay! I thought this was a great time to show you my initial progress. I am 8 weeks post my last surgery, and I still have a lot of swelling to come down. I still have a lot of stamina to rebuild. I have a lot of flexibility.
If you are the true guide to all things lipedema, shouldn't you be open to everything, be open to all the science, not just one specific doctor? Because as we saw in like Colin's videos, Colin Mockery, if you haven't seen his videos, his deep dives into lipedema and all those things, it's basically the United States and a few doctors in the United States versus the rest of the world in their opinion on lipedema. And you only chose to look at the side that benefited what you wanted. Suck it all out now and pray that I can figure out my life afterwards. That's basically the route you took. So again, it's not about dissecting your life and like digging just because. Like, we didn't just randomly pick a person on the internet. People that deep dive and dig and look and hunt for information like this on an influencer is because there's something there, right? There's something to find, because you were pretty well received and liked on the internet as a plus size fashion influencer for a long time. Like, a lot of people liked you. You used to have huge views. You used to have a lot of views on your makeup, on your fashion, all of it. But then people started to catch on that you were a liar. Allegedly, right? I don't want to just flat out say liar, but you admitted to lying, so multiple times. And for some reason, certain people just give you a pass, but others, like your critics, us, welcome, hey, dum-dums, us, we're the dum-dums. We were not okay with it, right? We said no. No. You know, I'm going to guess this whole thing started as, you get a few comments in your comment section, and a couple people do a video, a couple people write on a forum, a couple people here, and it just starts to snowball. It starts to snowball because, you put it in motion. So anyway, let's go see what she posted, after this. So she put up this screenshot on her stories about 20 minutes ago. Hiking, open goal. It says Canton, 8:35 a.m. to 6:50 p.m. Workout details. Time elapsed 10 hours and 15 minutes. Holy shit. 9.81 miles. 6,000 calories. I bet she ate 6,000 calories to make up for it. That was mean. Elevation, blah, blah, blah. Heart rate, da-da-da. Okay, hard. Effort hard. If I made it up, Reddit. Ooh, she calling out Reddit. Ooh. Reddit. Watch out. Explain this to me. And before you create some crazy conspiracy as to why it's not exactly 10.5 miles, I forgot to start when we started the hike. Okay, fair. Reddit, she called you guys dum-dums. Here's the deal. If she did this hike, great, right? I'm going to give her that win. I'm going to give her the win. It's fine. I have no problem admitting when someone proves me wrong, as I stated before. 10 hours is a long time. Just going to say, 10 hours is a very long time. Again, she's post-surgery. That's fair. But you proving one thing does not make up for all the other times you lied. I know you're going to consider this a win and you're going to shove it in our faces. But if you're willing to do this, why didn't you shove it in our faces every other time and say, see, look, you're wrong. You didn't. Is this the first time you've been able to prove it? Is that why? Anyway, let's take a look at the next one. She then showed this one on her, or this might have been first, I'm not sure. They were at roughly the same time. Here's the route we took, 5.38 miles one way, so 10.5-ish out and back. Whoever's doing their top-notch investigative journalism doesn't realize that when you hike, you have to get back to where you parked the car. Oh, that's just amazing. Oh my God, if only you would show us the tags on the clothes you try on. Isn't that funny? Doesn't know how to use a tape measure to tape measure. Doesn't know how to use measuring tape to measure her waist and hips. But she can show us this. She can't show us the tag on a t-shirt. But she can show this. She got the map out, Reddit. What are you going to do now? She got out the map. And she typed on it. And she showed you the elevation gain. What now? Your turn, Reddit. Your move. Fuck. Show us the 5X tag, Anna. Don't make us zoom in to find it on your blurry ass screen. I fucking can't with this. This is insane. I mean, good on her for showing proof, right? It just gives me an opportunity to make another video. So great. But show us the tag. Let's see what else she said. Oh, it's been a long day. All right. Next she had this to say. Man, this is a lot of investigative journalism that I have to do.
Okay, my favorite part about this is that this person legitimately felt like they caught me in a lie. And oh my...
This person is just one? So there's just one internet dum-dum? I thought there was multiples of us. I thought the internet dum-dums. There was an S on there. Dang it.
Gosh, she's so bad. But really, they just proved that they are not smart enough to know how to track a trail, because you have to walk back to the car. Like, you have to get back to where you started. So yeah, the trail is about 5.5 miles one way, but you have to get back, which then only proves that I walked 10 miles.
Oh, she got us. She got us. Well, no, not us. She got you, Reddit. Okay. Anybody on Reddit, if you're listening, tell her to go back to the hyperbaric chamber, measure the opening, and then measure her hips so she can prove us right about how wide she is. That's my first request. Dare her. Say, go back, measure the opening of that hyperbaric chamber, and then measure your hips. Also, go through your closet. Show us all the tags of the clothes you actually wear every day. Very important business here. Very important. Thank you. Also, get on a scale. That's number 3, bro. Get on a scale. Can't believe I just said bro. Oh, my children. My children rubbing off on me. Get on a scale. That way we don't have to do so much mathing and guesstimating. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? Had you just not cried over a bagel, I don't think we'd be here. And had you just learned how to act right at Target, we would definitely not be here. Just eat the freaking bagel without crying and fucking fold the clothes at Target. That's all you had to do. But yet, here we are. It's you, Anna. Just like Alan Roberts says about her diet. It's the food. It's your attitude. Oh my God. This is too much. This is too much. I have to go. I can't be here anymore. Oh. Anyway. That's all I've got today. You know, I had a lot more receipts that I wanted to throw in here. I had clips that I wanted to put in. It's just, we know that she is not genuine in most of the things that she posts. She's an influencer. It's her job to influence, and she doesn't care at what price, right? Buy this Windex, eat this bagel, buy this shirt. Here's a link. Go to this wellness retreat, buy the Starbucks, eat the Uncrustables. The list goes on and on, right? Here's a blanket I found in New Mexico. Here's the link for it. Buy this cup, buy that. It's never ending. And I guess what the one thing out of this entire thing that really caught me off guard was her being so dismissive to a woman who, even though Anna perceived it as that woman talking down to her, I highly doubt that's what the woman intended, right? We can't control how people react when we say things. I get that. And Anna is entitled to her, feelings and her emotions and her opinions. But that woman probably did not intend for it to go that way. And had Anna politely shared that, which I doubt she did. I doubt she was polite about it. I bet she was snarky as fuck. That woman might have said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not intend for that," Moved on. That's it. That's it. But instead, we're here because we had to show the internet that we're a victim. We had to show the internet that we cried over a bagel. We had to show the internet that the Target employees weren't doing their job right. We had to show all these things that show that Anna is superior to all fat women and to all women. She is the number one fatty because she can hike 10 miles. Because walking on a trail is on a flat surface, that's basic people shit. She's a trail hiker. She's a mountain climber. You could never. But if you want to try, here's my link. That's the problem, Anna. That's the problem. That's why people don't like you. That's it. That's why people don't like you. Anyway, hope you guys had an amazing day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.